Welcome back to the new office room thing. I'm Kyle, and I'm here talking to the camera again. If you're watching this, then you probably care enough to have noticed that there wasn't a video yesterday, and there also wasn't a behind the scenes last week. So bad news first. We're probably not going to release much more than one more video this month. But we had two videos planned. Every other week we were going to do Fallout and we were going to do Red Dead Redemption 2, and I was just kind of thinking about them and realized like I haven't played Fallout, and I don't really care about Fallout, and I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 yet either. I want to, but I haven't gotten to it. We picked the two of those because they were going to be popular, relevant videos, and it's December, which is when ad revenue is highest, so it kind of made sense to release those this month. And then after I thought that, I hated every single word of that sentence because, like, what is that? What is that? That's not, we don't do that. We don't release. We put out Fable 3 experience this year. I was disappointed that I even was like prioritizing any of that, and so I just had to do some good old-fashioned self-reflection for about a week and had to sort of just step back and not mess with things for a little bit. When I first started doing this, I told myself that if it ever started feeling like a job, then I needed to change something. I either needed to stop completely or it needed to be changed again, because the reason I decided to do any of this is because it didn't feel like a job. It was what I wanted to do when I woke up in the morning. And it felt more like work than like something I enjoy doing recently, and so I wanted to figure out why. So I'm not going to walk through my entire, thought process on that, but what came out the other end is a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing in 2019 that I think all of you are going to like a lot. Starting in January on the 7th, we're going to be going back to weekly videos. That is the main big thing. We're going to be doing a video every Monday again for all of 2019. And I have a list of like 30 of them. I went back through my old notes that I've been keeping for like 4 years of all the different ideas that we've come up with and just picked out the ones that I really was interested in doing. Not the ones that were valuable or were going to get us a lot of ad revenue or anything like that. I just picked out the ones that sounded fun to make. And I have a list of 30 of them so far, and they're so fun. That is item 1. This list is long though. So part 2 is the Doormonster website. If you've noticed, at the end of all of our videos, when it does the logo and does a little thing, and then it has doormonster.tv at the bottom. That's an actual website. You can go to that. It's existed for a couple of years. It's mostly just another place to watch our videos, and it isn't super useful, but me and a web developer named Lewis have been working on a brand new version of the site. Mostly Lewis, actually. I haven't been doing it. He's been doing it. I've been paying him. But once it's all done, you're going to be able to make an account there. We will have our own comment system. All of our videos are going to be uploaded there separately. Community comments, which is also going to be every week again. And behind the scenes, which is going to move probably to more like once a month. Those are going to go onto the website only, because based on the numbers, it looks like only our most dedicated viewers watch them anyway. In addition, we're only going to be taking comments from the website's comments. Which is actually good because it means there's a better chance you can get your comment in there because it's going to be a smaller pool to draw from. We want to eventually turn the website into something much bigger, kind of like an indie Netflix sort of thing is our idea. We want to start kind of bringing in some other people's content. It's going to be a slow process, but we want to make the website good and fun to use and a good place for the community first. Additionally, we will be bringing back a surprising favorite, Altered Egos. We're currently looking at probably releasing 2 episodes per month. It's going to be formatted differently than before. They aren't going to be live streams. They're going to be pre-recorded, edited episodes. We're excited to get back to them. We like the characters a lot. We're going to format them a little bit more like a Marvel sort of format, like individual installments, like one-shots, and then like team-ups, and then we get everybody together for, an Avengers where we have all of them together, and maybe we'll do those live. And then on alternating weeks when we're not doing Altered Egos, we're going to post up new episodes of our podcast, Superhero Chicken Fest, that we also started about a year ago. Altered Egos will be on the YouTube channel, and the podcast will be on the website under the podcasts section. Then, on top of all of that, we are also going to be filming the guards themselves, hopefully spring before it gets really hot. And so we're probably looking at like a later fall release of that later in the year. It's also going to go up on the YouTube channel completely for free, just like the first one. And then one last thing to throw into all that is we're going to try to travel a little bit more. We want to try to hit up some conventions, some Comic-Cons, and we're going to be shopping Skyvault around to film festivals. So we're planning to be able to travel to a few different cities and states within the US and maybe out of the country a couple times. And that's pretty much what 2019 looks like. I'm working on setting out a whole schedule right now, like by the day, so that we already have it ready to go. We know exactly what we're doing when, and we just jump into it full force. This month, the Fallout 76 video is probably going to go up on Christmas Eve. And then ideally the Skyvault teaser trailer will come up around the same time. That's a lot of stuff. It probably sounds insane that I'm planning on doing all of that, and the reason it's going to work is because I'm not. I'm actually working on delegating that, so it's things like Allison's going to be editing community comments, Ethan's going to be doing behind the scenes, Ian's going to be managing alter egos, and I'll be focusing more just on the sketches. We also decided against getting an office. We shopped around for it a little bit and realized that the price compared to how much we were actually going to get out of it just wasn't really worth it yet. And so instead, some of that money is being reallocated toward people. If you'd like to help us pay Ian and Ethan and everybody else who comes in to be in the videos every single week, if you can go over to patreon.com/doormonster. You can donate just $1 a month. Will get you into the Discord and will help us a lot. Any more that you can donate is even better. I'm expecting ad revenue to be pretty spotty this year because we're just not gonna focus on it too much. We're gonna pay more attention to just making good stuff that we want to make that you guys will enjoy watching. Thank you so much to everybody who has been donating on Patreon. Honestly, it's the only way any of this is working out. It's kept the channel running this far, and it's going to be a huge help as we dive into all of these videos next year. And honestly, we're going to do them either way because it's just what I want to do. Like, I'm gonna make all this stuff. But having everybody else involved is much easier with money. And then last thing I can think of, there's still more. I don't know how there's more, but the last thing I can think of that we are currently planning is a meetup here in San Antonio. We still haven't done one in Texas, but Night Watch Games, the store that we filmed the D&D Tavern video at, is going to help us host a game night, a game day, probably starting in the afternoon on a Saturday. We're looking at February 9th right now, right? Yes, February 9th. It's a Saturday. We're going to have several Doormonster crew members come down to be at the store. We're all going to be playing board games. It's just going to be a big, fun kind of hangout. If you're in Texas, if you're in the area, if you're interested in making the drive, we'd love to have you there. So thank you for sitting through that one more update video instead of a sketch. Sorry that there's been so many of those this year. This is gonna be the last one. You know, no more stupid update videos. We're done with these. We're going back to actually making stuff. I'm really excited about it. I can say that with absolute certainty. I've felt so much better the last week planning all this stuff out. The things that I realized I had the most fun with were making videos, like sketches. In 2015, we made a sketch every single week. And I got to see my friends every week. I got to plan out something new. It was a new experience all the time. We were in different locations. And the website is to help it not just be a temporary fix. I also really loved the years I spent on Newgrounds. Their community was amazing, the way that they made it feel actually important what you were doing. And we want to create that, basically. We're using Newgrounds and their system of community interaction as a lot of inspiration for what we're doing with the site, and hopefully by the end of the year we'll be able to turn it into something that you guys actually enjoy using, like that you want to use, and that is more fun to use in several ways than YouTube. I could probably keep rambling, but I'm hungry, so I'm going to stop. Thank you for watching this. We will see you later this month with a collection of videos, and then we will be back in January with weekly Doormonster videos, proper schedule, extra content. It's going to be great. I can't wait for it, and I'll see you guys later.